Scout Automobile, welcome to back. Close your eyes for a second, and imagine this. A quiet street at midnight, fog lightly touching the asphalt, streetlights flickering like they are hiding a secret, and then suddenly, absolute silence breaks. Not with noise but with presence. A machine so powerful, so refined, so dangerously calm, that it feels like the road itself is holding its breath. And now open your eyes, because what you're looking at is not just another muscle car. This is something far more dangerous in disguise. The 2026 Chevy Nova Super Sleeper, a car that doesn't shout, doesn't show off, doesn't beg for attention, but still, somehow, owns every inch of the road the moment it arrives. At first glance, you might even underestimate it. And that is exactly where this machine wins the game, because the Nova Super Sleeper is built on deception, built on silence, built on the idea that true power should never announce itself early. The body design looks clean. Almost too clean. Almost too clean. Like Chevy went back in time, removed all unnecessary aggression, and replaced it with pure intention. The front fascia carries a low and wide stance, not screaming performance, but whispering danger. The grille is dark, slightly recessed, and shaped in a way that almost disappears into the shadows at night. The headlights are sharp, but not flashy. LED strips that look like narrowed eyes. Calm, focused, observant, like the car is watching everything in front of it, without moving a single muscle. And then you move your eyes along the front bumper. Smooth airflow channels. Subtle cuts. Nothing exaggerated, but everything functional. Every line has a reason. Every curve has a purpose. This is not designed for beauty alone. This is designed for speed that refuses to be seen coming. Now step toward the front left side. This is where the illusion begins to break, because the stance tells a different story. The Nova Super Sleeper sits lower than expected, almost like it is crouching, ready to launch at any moment. The wheel arches are slightly widened, filled with performance-grade alloys that look simple at first glance, but under light, reveal a deep metallic texture that hints at something far beyond ordinary engineering. The tires are not for show. They are thick, grippy, dumb, almost aggressive in silence, like they don't care about comfort, they care about domination. The side profile is clean, dangerously clean. No unnecessary lines screaming sports car. No overdone aerodynamic spoilers on the sides, just a long charge. No overdone lines just a long people, flowing silhouette that stretches like a shadow across the road. And yet, if you look closely, you will notice something, a very subtle character line running from front fender to rear quarter panel, like a hidden energy flow. Guiding air, guiding motion, guiding destiny. Now shift your attention to the front right side. From this angle, the Nova Super Sleeper looks almost innocent, like a classic American sedan brought back to life, but that innocence is intentional. Because the moment you start judging it by looks, it has already won. The mirrors are compact, wind-tuned, barely noticeable. The door handles sit flush with the body, adding to that smooth stealth profile. Even the window line is slightly tinted from factory, giving the cabin a mysterious dark presence, like you are not supposed to see everything inside, only feel that something powerful is sitting there waiting. And then you reach the heart of the illusion, the engine beneath, because this is where the Nova Super Sleeper stops pretending. Under that calm exterior lies a beast, a heavily tuned twin-turbo V8 hybrid-assisted powertrain, engineered not for attention, but for shock value. The kind of engine that doesn't roar unnecessarily, but when it does, the entire atmosphere changes. It is estimated to deliver insane horsepower figures, far beyond what the body suggests. Because this is not about matching expectations, this is about destroying them. The future acceleration is not just fast, it is violent in silence. 0 to highway speeds happens like reality itself is skipping frames. You don't feel the car building speed, you just realize you are already there. And that is the philosophy of this machine. No drama, no warning, just arrival. Step inside now. The interior of the 2026 Chevy Nova Super Sleeper is where things get even more interesting, because unlike modern over-designed cabins filled with unnecessary screens and distractions, this one feels focused, driver-centered, purpose-built. The dashboard is wrapped in soft-touch materials. Dark matte finish, minimal reflections. Everything designed to keep your attention on the road, not on decorations. The steering wheel is thick, firm, slightly squared at the bottom, giving a performance feel without shouting about it. Behind it sits a digital cluster, but even that is restrained. No flashy animations, just clean performance data. Speed, torque, boost, and essential driving intelligence. The seats, now these are something else. Deep bucket-style performance seats, wrapped in premium leather and suede combination. hugging your body like they were molded specifically for you, even before you sit in them. They feel ready for speed, ready for pressure, ready for chaos, but comfort is not sacrificed, because this sleeper is not only about racing, it is about living with power every single day without compromise. Now imagine starting the engine. There is no explosive loud startup, no dramatic theatrical rev-rend. Instead, a low controlled ignition, a deep mechanical pulse. Like something ancient just woke up calmly. The cabin vibrates slightly. Not aggressively, but with intention, like the car is telling you, I am ready when you are, and when you press the throttle for the first time. But everything changes, the silence breaks. Not with noise, but with force. And the Nova Super Sleeper doesn't jump forward, it launches reality behind it. The turbo system kicks in, like invisible pressure waves, pushing you into your seat. The hybrid torque fill eliminates delay completely. There is no hesitation, no turbo lag drama, just instant response. It feels like the car reads your thoughts before your foot even fully presses down. On open road, this machine transforms into something unreal. Because it doesn't behave like a traditional muscle car, it behaves like a controlled missile disguised as a daily driver. High-speed stability is shockingly perfect. The suspension system adapts in real time, absorbing imperfections while keeping the car planted like it is glued to the road. Even at extreme speeds, the cabin remains calm, almost too calm, like chaos outside has no permission to enter inside. And that is what makes it a true sleeper, because real sleepers don't look fast, they don't sound loud, they don't beg for attention. They wait, and then they destroy expectations. Now let's talk about the rear design. The back of the Nova Super Sleeper is where subtle aggression lives. The taillights are thin, stretched horizontally, glowing like a red signature in the dark. Not overly styled, but perfectly balanced. The rear bumper carries integrated diffusers, but nothing exaggerated. Dual exhaust sits slightly hidden, almost like the car is embarrassed to show how powerful it really is. And at night, when it drives away, it doesn't look like a performance machine. It looks like a shadow escaping reality. Now, imagine city driving time. This is where it becomes even more interesting, because despite all that power, the Nova Super Sleeper behaves like a gentleman in traffic. Light throttle, smooth transitions, quiet hybrid cruising. It blends into normal life so perfectly that no one suspects what it is capable of. You could be sitting next to a supercar owner at a traffic light, and they would never even glance twice at you. And that is the advantage. Because when the light turns green, they are still reacting. But you are already gone. The engineering behind this machine is not just about horsepower, it is about balance, precision tuning, weight distribution that feels almost invisible, and a chassis built to handle both chaos and calm without compromise. Even braking is controlled with surgical precision. High-performance discs combined with regenerative systems ensure that even from extreme speeds, the Nova returns to calm like nothing happened. And that is the most dangerous part. It resets itself instantly. No drama left behind. Just silence again. Now let's talk about the personality of this machine. The 2026 Chevy Nova Super Sleeper is not trying to be a hero. It is not trying to be a showpiece. It is not trying to go viral. It simply exists as a reminder that true power does not need permission to exist. It is for people who understand control, who understand patience, who understand that the most dangerous thing in any race is not the loudest engine, but the quietest one. Because quiet cars don't get respect until they earn fear, and the Nova Super Sleeper earns it instantly, not through noise, but through results. Every road becomes its playground. Every straight line becomes its statement. Every competitor becomes a moment of comparison that disappears too fast to even analyze, and yet, when parked, it looks like nothing special. That is the beauty of it. A machine that hides its identity until the exact moment it decides otherwise. So next time you are on the road, and you see a simple, clean, almost old-school-looking Chevy Nova sitting quietly at a light, don't underestimate it, because you might not be looking at an ordinary car, you might be looking at a super sleeper that has already decided you're fake the moment the light turns green. Scout Automobile, welcome to back. And remember, power doesn't always scream. Sometimes, it whispers, right before it wins everything.